Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Straight Talk No BS. I'm Jay. This is Tanya. And then we have Nay. Hey. What's up, ladies? What's
Merry
up?
Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Well, she extra. She always got to be extra, man. Why she always got to be extra? Y'all, we've been off the show for weeks. We are like the old golden girls, the ebony edition. The ebony edition. You know what I'm saying? They had a tooth pulled, then I get sick, and then you got your tooth pulled. Oh yeah, I got my teeth worked on too. But anyway, y'all need dentures though. But anyway,
I'm in line for mine. Me too. I had to come to realization that it's time. Oh my God, are we talking about that? We are not that old, sisters. We are not gonna go out like that.
So y'all wonder why we ain't been on the show. That's the reason, because all of us been through some stuff these last few weeks. Okay. But anyway, I'm glad to be back. We over here to put up Nate's Christmas tree to help her so she won't be such a Scrooge this holiday.
Yes. No, she got it wrong. See, that's Mrs. Grinch over there.
You're right.
Grinch ain't put up a single sparkly light, a light bulb, a Christmas flicker, a piece of tinsel, shiny, nothing. So we over here to, shine some light. And then you got Mrs. Tight-wad Scrooge. She had the names mixed up. That's Grinch, and this is Scrooge.
Scrinch.
Okay. Y'all the team. Scrinch. Y'all the team.
Scrinch and Scrooge.
Okay. Because she's Christmas time come around, monitoring that bank account like white on rice. I'm talking about every coin. We talk about everybody hates Chris, the daddy Julius.
Yeah, what's wrong with Dollar Tree?
Hooked on 10,000.
But what's wrong with Dollar Tree, y'all? What's wrong with Ain't nothing wrong with Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, there's nothing wrong with that. Good. But every time I come up and say,
when your grandbabies are young, they won't know the difference.
No, we're not saying there's a problem there. Okay. Tight-wad Scrooge.
Whatever.
We're not saying that. The thing is, you can't do nothing without extra monitoring everything. Scrooge.
Yeah, I was talking about you.
Oh, what you trying to say there?
Anyway, if we wanted to do everything that you wanted to do, we would be completely broke, Tanya. Okay, you would have the grandbabies with Mercedes and everything.
No, that's you want a Mercedes stuff. I'm sorry, but I just need to go and spend a few dollars here and there and here and there. You know what we don't do? We don't prepare, but that's a whole different topic.
Okay, and doing that last minute shopping, you spend too much money doing that last minute shopping. But y'all, have y'all heard of these people? Well, everybody, they've been talking about celebrating Christmas untraditional, like not giving their kids toys. To me, I think that's just horrible. That's traumatic to the kids. That's traumatic, especially when you've been celebrating Christmas all these years. You know what I'm saying? Since they were newborn on up until they're like 6, 7, 8. And then all of a sudden you're going to drop the bomb and say, hey, you're not getting any gifts this year. Because by then they know Santa Claus is not real by 8. By 8 or so. They know Santa Claus is not real, right? And then,
please don't let the babies be watching this show.
God. I hope they better not be watching this show. They better not be watching this show. But anyway, how do y'all feel about people who are deciding not to give their kids toys this year? Do you think it's just because they're trying to save money?
No, not all of it is because they're trying to save money. Some people outside of those that can't afford it, because I've been one of those parents that couldn't afford it and we had to catch up with Christmas income tax time.
Girl,
not them people.
Say it.
Not them people, because I done been on that bandwagon. But some people, because of COVID, everybody just keep leaning on COVID. They're just saying they're at their wits' end, and so y'all just gotta wait.
I don't know how I feel about that. Honest to God, I'm on the fence, or not necessarily on the fence. I think it is traumatic because it's almost like you're sending your children into post-traumatic stress. Had them babies already having a problem at 6 and 5. Many people may not think
about it, Nate. How would you feel waking up and then you looking underneath that tree and ain't nothing underneath the tree but the tree and the lights?
Well, see, we had this discussion early, ladies. I am Santa, you know. I'm not Santa's helper. I'm Santa.
Horrible.
You
Horrible. You be teaching your grandkids that.
Yeah, I'm
Santa Claus
Santa.
You gotta let them have some kind of fantasy now. Come on now.
I'm the black.
Do you still give them money for the tooth fairy?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, you the tooth fairy, right? You be popping up like this. Like tooth fairy.
While they sleep with a whole tooth fairy.
But do you tell them to Gigi put it underneath the pillow?
I talked to the tooth fairy.
That's what you said you did.
I talked to the tooth fairy, and she left you this right here.
Okay.
Well,
I talked to her.
That's okay. That's okay because you're at least keeping the.
But I can't give Santa all the credit because Santa ain't the one working them 11-hour shifts. I can't do
You
that.
give Santa that credit.
I be feeling the same way.
I
I'm like, they need to know that I bought this. You know what I'm saying? They need to know.
I feel like it goes deeper than just Christmas presents and gifts and stuff like that. I think that, keeping the traditions, like you said, all of a sudden starting. If you started it, it's one thing if you've never started it, should I say. If you've never started a tradition like that with your children, they've never been exposed to that type of thing, it might be a little bit easier to go ahead and they just go along through life, even though now they're in school and they're introduced to Santa and the traditions of what Christmas is.
All the kids asking, what did you get for Christmas?
All of that, in preparation. And then when you come home, they're like, Mama, what's Santa? Ain't no Santa. So still you could be scarring your child and you don't really realize it. But back on the side of if you started traditions, you should keep them up, no matter how small and minute. I never thought that it actually made a difference until my older, my kids, I have two that are 24, 22, 21. And my oldest son, he's like on it, like, Mom, what are we doing? Blah, blah, blah. Did you get that one ornament? Did you keep our ornament from blah, 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 blah? Or, the traditions of just, Mom, even Thanksgiving. I know you're going to watch that old Raggedy Thanksgiving Day Parade. Yes, we are. Yes, we are doing that. I mean, I'm just saying. And I never thought at his age that I would, that he kept that. That's
he remember those.
Yes, not to the point, to the T of the stockings and the stuff that we all of that. And I'm like, okay, so it did. And
that's
it does
the
matter.
Oldest. Julian is very sentimental. Very sentimental.
Oh, my baby. But it makes me.
Are we putting up the tree? We're gonna put snow on the ground.
We used to, my God, guys, we used to go and do the whole little situation for them when they were young.
We used to make stuff out of cardboard.
Yes.
We called it cardboard creations. We made a whole candy land in our front yard.
Every artificial spray snow, put it on the ground because Texas, we here and there.
You might not.
It's bipolar, right? So we would get the spray and put it out there and
spray the whole yard.
The kids like, we got to play "Let It Snow" by Boyz II Men and
Rob McKnight. So we park the cars out there and turn it up on the radio.
One year we did. We played some Mariah Carey or something like that. They're like, what's this?
No, we got to hear "Let It Snow" by Boyz II Men. So tradition is important.
They matter. So that's my opinion. I think stopping something that is I guess you just never really know how deep it runs with your children or your family until it's not there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I keep talking because I got memories.
I got memories too.
I remember when it didn't. I'm the oldest out of my siblings, me and my brothers. And I remember one year money was real tight and funny, lights off and all. I'm talking about we were living out of our fireplace and lanterns and stuff like that at night. And it was Christmas time. Mama didn't have the money. You know what I'm saying? We were lucky and blessed enough to be in a place that was in a house.
You gonna tell them what you got for Christmas?
Honey, I got some Christmas ornaments.
Don't know nothing about lanterns. She said lanterns.
I did. I said a lantern.
They don't know nothing about
we had a little lantern with the kerosene, in the kerosene lanterns. Mm-hmm. We had that inside a house. Could have burned down and all. But anyway, we woke up Christmas morning. My mama, she cried. And she cried, but I caught her crying. She was trying to hide it from us. I'm 8 and 10 years older than my brother. So at that point, it was like, it was me that it was hurting her. And she wrapped up Christmas ornaments because that's all we could. That's it. She wrapped them up and gave it. But I remember that memory, and it still touches me as if it was the most specialist Christmas we had because Mama still made it.
She made a way.
That's
Mama.
That's what's important.
Mama.
Anyway, I know that's kind of off top, but it gave me memories. It makes me say traditions, keep them up. If you've started it, try your best anyway because you never know how it's going to affect your family. I'm just saying. But go ahead.
And then my next thing is, why do people get so angry during Christmas? Why are people so full of rage?
Let me sip on my drink.
Girl, let me tell you. Tonight, I pulled up into Walmart, right? Mm-hmm. I pulled up into the gas station. And I was backing in. Hey, Amber. And I was trying to get some gas. I was trying to get to the pump. Mm-hmm. So I was turning around to get to the pump, and I started backing up into the pump. Here come this guy in this big Tahoe, big old black Tahoe. And he pulls up, and he keeps coming. And he sees that I'm backing up to this pump. And he didn't stop. He just kept going. I swear he could have kissed my bumper. I'm not lying. So I'm looking and I'm like, say. I was about to get some gas, right? So he rolls down the window and he said something. I said, what? And he said it again. I said, excuse me? He said it again. I think he said, sorry, too bad or something. I'm gonna move out the way. I'm here now or whatever. So I get out the car and I walk over to him, you know, and I said, excuse me, I was trying to get some gas. I was backing up to this pump. Can you please move or whatever, right? He talking about, I'm not going nowhere. Sorry, whatever. Whatever, bye. Yeah, talking about bye. I said, you know what? God bless you and Merry Christmas. And then I backed out. And I was happy that I did the right thing. But you know that devil on the show. You know that devil, baby. By the time I got around that other pump, I said, fuck that shit. I drove back around him. I said, you coward motherfucker. Fuck you, pussy bitch. I did. I was mad, man. I couldn't control myself. I said, oh, man, I fucked up. I got real ugly. I was wrong, y'all.
But
so but I was mad. I was mad.
She just said, oh, my God.
I did say that. But you know what? It was so disrespectful. When I tell them, I said, I bet you treat your wife that way. You know what I'm saying? Just disrespectful. And it was funny because before I went off on him, right, I told him, you know, God bless you, Merry Christmas and all that. His wife is looking at him in the side seat like, I cannot believe you just did that. You know, so I know she was going off on him because she knew he was in the wrong. Right. But so I couldn't leave it alone.
We all got that inner thought.
I couldn't leave it alone, man. I said, I need some work. I need some work.
Let me tell y'all something. I heard about this altercation. We had stuff to do. We running errands, trying to get into stores before they close. This incident happened. Her phone dead. She told me, call me when you get out the store because I'm going to come around there and pick you back up. Do you know this altercation happened for a whole 20 minutes? And you know how I know? Because I stood outside in the damn cold waiting on her to come find me. Her phone dead and she up there fussing with this man. And then when she get in the car, the whole altercation, I'm still hearing the whole replay. We got business to do. So I done froze my ass off and we got stuff to do. And all because I said, you need some help. She may need some counseling. Counselors,
call in.
Counselors, because we need to understand how to deal with this holiday rage, you know, road rage, holiday rage. It's real. You demonstrated that holiday rage. And I have to say, you were shocked that the man was doing what he was doing, but I'm shocked that for part of harboring some deep-seated thoughts that she went back looking for.
Girl.
To say what
I just
she
hate
had to say.
I hate when a man disrespects a woman.
Okay.
That's what it boils down to. When I hear a man being disrespectful to a woman, I don't know what it does, but it sparks rage in me.
That's what it boils down
I was ready to box that motherfucker.
So it wasn't just that, it was more of it was a disrespect.
It was a disrespect. It was a disrespect. You knew I was a woman. I mean, he probably didn't see me like this. I had my hat on and everything, but you hear my voice, you know.
Right.
And I got out and I spoke to him, went up. I know he's seen all this, you know what I'm saying? But he was just so, you know, he was just so he can't help but to see these double D's. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. He was just so disrespectful, y'all, you know? And he didn't let up, you know, and then the taunting, bye, you know, oh no, baby, what? I'm talking about bye. And then before he left, so I drove around, I said what I had to say. And then I said, forget it, I'm gonna go back around right next to him at the next pump and give me some gas. So I drove up on the side of him and getting ready to go get my gas. How about my car didn't work because I was being ugly. Didn't have the right card. Didn't have the right card.
My God.
So I'm running. I'm like, I don't want to use no credit card. I don't want to use it. Where's my debit card at? Couldn't find it. I said, that's what you get for being ugly. So anyways, I'm sitting there in the car, right? And then he gonna lean over in front of his wife and they gonna start waving, talking about Merry Christmas. I mean, real loud. Merry Christmas. I said, this motherfucker still fooling with me.
About Christmas, though.
I said, why is he still picking with me? I said, let me drive on. So
it's supposed to be Christmas.
This is Christmas. We talking about
the
rage. Rage.
Fuck y'all and pussy this and stuff.
But listen though. During Christmas, you have rage, you have your joy, you have all of that. Kissing underneath the mistletoes and all that good stuff you love, the Hallmark and stuff, you know. But then you have nuts like me, you know.
Just got to get it out.
You know, that get worked up sometimes.
Counselors. Psychologists.
I was pushed to the limit.
Licensed professionals.
I'm going to say, I was pushed to the limit. What would you do, Nay, if somebody disrespected you
like
that?
Nay, you tell your version of what you would have done if you got cut off at the gas pump.
And he's about to run you over with his car.
please chime in. What would you have done if you got trapped at the gas pump? Cut off.
We both probably would have got blowed up because he'd have backed up and
See?
I kept backing up too. So,
See?
you know, I
And
would have
Nate,
played
I thought
chicken
about
with
that.
your ass.
See, I thought about it.
But I'm going to bring some light to this story just a little bit. My daughter, Sandra, we're not doing the traditional cooking. We're going to do like a Mexican theme for tomorrow. We're not going to celebrate
Wait a
Christmas.
minute, now you got to wait a minute. You about to talk about y'all dinner. I got to tell you what I'm gonna do at the pump. See,
Okay,
because it's important that I get this out
Get
at
your
the
pump
pump.
Go ahead, white girl.
Take her back to the pump.
I, on the other hand, because we got Thug and then Thugalicious over here, we
Yeah,
got
I
both
would
going
say that.
on, like
Yeah.
violent, more violent. I mean, me on the other hand, I would have went to the next pump. You know why? Guess why, guys? Ladies, guess why I would have went to the next pump?
I'm waiting.
Why?
Because I value my life and freedom. Because let me tell you something. No, you finna blow up the place, so you going to prison if you ain't dead, burnt up in ICU some damn where.
But I'm
And
pretty sure
your black
he
ass
started
is
cooking
going to
before I
prison too
started
because you
cooking.
trying to bring out a gun and run niggas over. Excuse me. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Y'all acting a plum
But-
fool.
You
But
done brought a
we
whole
need-
gun into the situation. Ain't nobody said nothing about a gun.
No, but if it was there and available, what would have happened?
None.
What's the name of your piece? Mrs. Peace would have been out. And all I got to say is that is valuable lifetime that we talk
But
about.
he seen her at the pump.
What does
so
that mean?
therefore she was thrust into action.
You can't make this right.
Say it again, Nate.
Thrust
That's it. Thrush.
Thrust.
into
Let
action.
Let
Say
me
it
tell you
again.
something. It's
For real.
in the eyes of the popo, which I am afraid of. I'm scared. I'm too old,
Mhm.
I'd have
and
been crying.
y'all old asses should be fearful too.
I would have been crying in Lulu, but the fact that I stood up for
Right.
There you
myself
go. There you go.
was the principle.
I
So
wouldn't have shed
everybody
a tear. I
watch-
wouldn't have shed a tear until I got the Lulu.
That's
you know,
it.
that's it.
I'm gonna be
Everybody
hard.
watching this evening, please make sure you set aside a
You
coin
know
or
she's
two.
from the hood. Don't
in the
ask
books.
her.
Amber, what would you? I would have went to the other pump and cussed them out. Also, there would have been all kinds of assholes, motherfuckers.
That's
Amber.
it.
Thank you,
That's
Amber.
it.
Thank
That's
you.
So you would have
Wait a
secured
minute,
your
wait a minute.
car, got your gas, and verbally let them know how you feel.
Let me put this
Oh.
scenario out there.
Oh.
Tanya, what if your grandbaby was in the car and he backed up and hit the car with your
Okay, well,
grandbaby
then
in the
we
back?
got a whole nother episode.
No, you gonna act a
But
fool.
no, I'm gonna have some words. I'm gonna be ugly, but I'm sure I'm gonna take you to court. I'm gonna get some money too. I'm suing.
What if your grandbaby's hurt?
No, if we hurt,
You gonna fight then? ain't
oh
you?
well, I can't
See?
fight. So then I
Mhm.
probably would have
That hat coming off. That hat coming off. You already know.
But let me bring light to Scrooge. What I was trying to say about the dinner, y'all, my daughter made me feel good today because she was getting the groceries for the dinner tomorrow, right?
Right.
And she said, Mom, I have to call you and I have to say thank you. I mean, like literally, I have to say thank you. And I was like, why? She's like, all those Christmases you missed where we couldn't get things for Christmas and we couldn't get things for our birthday and we couldn't get Easter outfits or whatever. We always look forward to income tax time.
Mm-hmm.
This lady, my daughter was standing in line or walking through Walmart, whatever. This lady went to every long place, every short place, wherever she could go to make sure that her children or grandchildren, whatever stage of her life she's in, had a good Christmas. And there's nothing wrong with it. But when the first of the year comes, hey, you got to pay everybody back for that one day.
Thank you.
Christmas is not about a load of gifts up under the tree, y'all. It's just not. It's not about a load of gifts up under the
quality
tree.
time. Baby.
It's the quality time that you spend with your family. I don't give a damn if it's bologna and cheese. I don't give a damn if it's tuna and crackers. It's about the time that you spend with your family. So when my daughter came back with the Mexican feast, which is why I didn't have a tree up, I just didn't feel my
That
Christmas
ain't the reason.
spirit. No, I didn't
Okay,
feel it.
okay.
No, Tatiana said some of us of it. No, that ain't the reason. Because Christmas is 2 days away, man.
I didn't feel it.
Huh.
My
Wait a
daughter put
minute.
her damn.
I
tree
got
up
to
in
read this
October.
comment. Facts.
What you say?
It took me years to get this. I cried year after year, but I realized it's not all that important.
That right. That
It's
right.
not.
No, it's not. I don't
Now,
know
what
why
was you
we-
saying about Tatiana? What Tatiana say?
She said she
finally,
been told you. She
finally,
been
I've been
told you.
told her to put that tree up.
Facts.
Look,
Told it on you. Told it.
we talking about last minute shopping, guys. I finished my Christmas shopping back in October. That's okay.
We already
So-
know.
Wait,
I already know.
So
Get
basically,
it right.
you should have had
It
your
wasn't
tree
in
up in
October.
October. Is what you're trying to
It wasn't
say.
in October. It was the beginning of January. soon as December
Last
25th
Christmas
hit,
was over.
Neighbors already shopping for the next Christmas.
Well, so you should have had your tree up, ma'am. So
I was doing it for the grandkids. Even my kids, I was like,
grandkids. Gigi ain't had no. Get on the live, grandbabies. Gigi ain't got no tree.
But when they come tomorrow for the Christmas Eve, they will have a tree.
Yeah, they thank Jesus, which we finna get to in just a minute. Don't make no sense.
I'm sorry.
Grinch and Scrooge. I'm sitting next to both of them. Let me tell y'all, straight talk people. Let me tell y'all something. My life be hell during Christmas time. She talking about road rage and stuff. I be fighting this over here just to get a candy cane. Like she robs me in my car. I'm Hallmark. If I could drink cocoa and Hallmark it every day, I mean, this would just be what it is for me in Christmas. They got countdown to Christmas like in October. It starts in October.
I wake up to that every day now.
Yes, I go to sleep with it.
I go to sleep with Hallmark on.
Right on.
I wake up with Hallmark.
You can't go to sleep with murder kill going on.
Narrative.
Law and Order. First 48 and all this other X. You can't go to sleep with that on your mind. Divorce court. What we setting this up for? You got to wake up with some Hallmark and love. So
don't talk about what Judge told.
Anyway.
Don't get on Tola.
All right,
and don't get on Star.
I love them.
Don't get on Star.
I check them out. But anyway, I'm just saying that's me. But Scrooge and Scrooge and Scrooge.
I'm sorry, yeah.
That's y'all. That is so y'all. Oh look, she watching Hallmark now.
Oh my God, Amber, please.
Yes, you are. I know it.
Please.
I love Hallmark. Okay, anyway. Oh, my mom opening a Christmas Eve gift at midnight, Gigi. Please know that.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all open them on Christmas Eve. So speaking of traditions, did your mom and them
we opened one gift on Christmas Eve?
Well,
and you already knew what it was,
guys.
Socks
and drawers.
Socks, drawers, and a pajama set.
There you go. That was it.
Socks, drawers,
with our peeking asses up on the tree.
Okay, you be so excited. Oh, I get to open up one present.
No, how about you been sneaking and peeking, trying to wrap that one little corner so you can see what it is?
You tear it open a little bit on the corner and try to tape it back.
I got my butt whooped.
I was just finna say that. I got my ass whooped every time I tried. She didn't ask who did it. She already knew I did it.
I tried to put some tape to cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. What are we talking about? Nate, what's that? What else has been on your mic? We've been gone a whole minute. Like, what's she talking about?
Yep, the PJs.
Yep, that's it.
PJs.
I love them though.
So, Nate, what else has been on your mind?
Well, outside of Christmas, I do have to say we have all been blessed and, going through our trials and tribulation of life, from being sick to, like Judy said, dealing with our teeth. But my issue is
I'm sorry.
being Superwoman. Sometimes you just get tired of being the go-to person. And people don't assume that you get tired. Like you just supposed to keep smiling and keep going. No. Bitches get tired. And what I mean by that is that don't mean that you're going to stop being the caring and the kind and the giving person that you are, that people know you to be. But sometimes deep down inside, all we want as that person is for you to stop and say, what can I do for you? Don't always assume that we have it together, because sometimes we're robbing Peter just to pay Paul to keep the family together.
So you're saying you're tired of being the go-to. Why would you feel like you're tired of being the go-to all the time? And you're saying go-to for everything? Not just Christmas time?
No,
but
everything. Father God, I know the feeling.
It's everything. It's everything. When my mother left and made me the monarchy of her family, when I say everything, I do mean everything. And I don't know, just these last few weeks or these last few months, it's just like I have to stop and take a deep breath, because you're being pulled in every different angle. And at some point, your body, your mind, and your spirit, and your soul is saying enough is enough.
There's only so much ass you have.
It's only so much you can do as one person. And then when a person turn around and tell you that you could possibly be selfish, or you don't give, or you don't think about them, that hurts. And I tell people all the time, watch what you say, because the words that you speak from the heart, you can't take them back. Even if you're saying it and you're not saying it in a spiteful way, all the apologies that you give in the world, that person will never forget what the hell you spoke. And so at the end of the day, it makes you tired.
So you tired of being the go-to?
I am, and my children are watching. It's not just my kids, so y'all don't take it the wrong way. When I say what I say, I'm speaking for my entire existence of my family.
I mean, that's straight talk right there. You know what I'm saying? We can't do nothing but respect that. That's just an opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's your opinion. Jade, how do you feel? Do you agree?
100.
Is it true that you feel
50,000%?
You agree with the being, well, should I say you agree with May's opinion about being the go-to all the time?
Yes. Did y'all see that post that I posted on Facebook that said, "Dear Uncle Jesus, dear Uncle Jesus, can you please tell your father that for 2023, I can't do it no more. Don't put me on the list.
No.
I know he hands out,
The list and your assignments for the year.
For the people who are the toughest and the strongest. I'm weak this year. Please, Father God, Uncle Jesus.
Uncle Jesus.
Please tell your father. Take me off the list.
That's something.
Because I can't do it. I'm tired of being the one. You know what I'm saying? No, my bank account even saying that it's tired of being the one.
Well, okay, so I get being tired. And
I want somebody to call and check on me. You know what I'm saying? Can I get somebody to call and check on me? Not call and say, can I have, or I need somebody to call me and say, how are you doing?
It's like, okay, so wait a minute. Now that just takes it into a different, which I'm gonna come back to, because it's the being tired of being the go-to because no one is, or you're always having to give parts of yourself that you know that you stretch pretty thin. Mm-hmm. But then there's that other part of y'all's statement, the you would feel you want it back. You want someone to come check on you. You want someone else to take over or whatnot. So, and ask my opinion of that, or first let me give you my opinion. Being the go-to person, I think a lot of times is an honor and a curse.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's an honor when you're the one in the family that everyone goes to, that everyone respects enough. I'm saying in certain instances, it's not always that way. But if you're the one that is capable to provide or to take care of a situation, to get something done. And I'm speaking in terms of things that we've gone through in our past, like with our parents and stuff, people passing in the family, and we're the ones that are responsible for, you know, we just
holding everything together.
And I'm talking about the entire family,
from
gathering money that no money was there. They didn't have insurance and just the whole situation. So you're the chosen one in a lot of situations. So that in that is it's a blessing and a curse is what I was trying to say. Mm-hmm. It's an honor and a curse at the same time. One, that people look up to you, that want you, that they could have went to anybody, but they came to you because why you seem to be the one. But then it is, I can understand y'all's perspective, it's tiring. You're like, damn, there's only so much of my body I can give. So I get that. But now that makes me go back to saying, if someone was to come to you, do you get gratitude enough to, like, if they're coming to you to help you with whatever problem, does that make you say, now I got energy enough to keep going? I'm no longer irritated with always being the chosen one? Or do you feel comfortable to pass the reins to somebody else to handle? Or are you going to be micromanaging? Talking about they didn't do that.
That's it.
Yeah, I may as well do it myself.
I'm going to say this because I've been told that too. The reason you don't have the break that you keep saying you so rightfully need is because you don't give people enough time you want them to do it when you want to do it.
That's true.
And I will say I don't have the patience or the knowledge, the time to wait. Because if I ask you, and if I'm promptly doing what I need to do, like I spoke of Christmas gifts back in October, if I'm giving you that same energy, I expect that same energy. I don't want to have to wait 3 weeks down the line for something that you knew was coming.
But wait a minute, if it's not hurting nobody, what's the problem in someone taking 2 more extra weeks versus your whole 2 months ago? If the job still gets done properly and efficiently, what's wrong with judging them on the time factor when they do it?
Because they want it done her way. That's why.
Judy, so do you feel... Are you like that? You feel like I want the break, I need the break, somebody else take the reins, but I don't want to give it?
Exact 100%. I always feel that way. I be like, God, I wish somebody else to do it. But as soon as they do it, you know, I'm gonna have my mouth open. I should have did it because it's not done right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very meticulous. I'm very particular. You know, so I'm just telling the truth.
So we want the break, guys.
I want the break, but I won't accept it.
Y'all chime in on that. You want the break, but then again, when someone tries to give you the break, cooking the food.
So you know what that means, don't you? Shut the hell up and quit complaining. And keep going.
That was my next statement right there. Why complain, Cynthia, a.k.a. Nene? Why complain about what's coming towards you Either do it with an open heart or don't do it at all. Don't complain about it. Just don't do it.
So I think then in that instance or in the situation, we need to be allowed to have a 10-minute powwow, or like, we need to be able to have a little. I'm just venting for this session. Y'all let me vent, and I'm done venting. Now everybody, let's life continue. I just need a minute to vent. But everybody needs a break. Period. We just do.
They love Dontrell.
Hey,
he said, "Hey, Mama Cynthia,
I seen you. Hey, sweetheart."
Yes, it is a catch-22.
And Amber says it's a catch-22.
Point blank, it is. That's all it is to it. Ain't that something? Double-edged? Oh, you want your break, but you can't let people give you the break. Ain't that something? I think that's just the older we get. Because if we were younger, we would be like,
no, I've always been that way.
Yeah.
I've always been that way. I've always been picky. I always say I'm going to do it myself because I want it done a certain way, and I want it done right.
Do you think when you get older? Go ahead.
And I know, especially with my kids, I feel like they ain't gonna get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to grab their hand and walk side by side with them, or I do it myself.
I'm still doing that with them. Still, right now. Oh, you didn't do that. I asked you to do so and so. Did you go back and ask so and so? You didn't ask it right, Mommy. Yes, I did. I had so and so. No, you didn't. Let me hear you say it. So yeah, I get it. I get that. But do you think the older we get, it'll leave us?
No.
It's
gonna get worse.
We're gonna be angry old
It's gonna
black
get worse.
women. We're gonna be angry old
It
black
ain't for me.
women.
I think I'm gonna lay it down because, baby, please. I know I am because I'm doing it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm gonna lay it down because I ain't got time. I can't live their life for them. You know what I'm saying? I can't be there every step. They have to learn from their mistakes. And I'm getting older, and I don't want to be stressed behind their mess.
So basically, y'all better get everything it is that you need from us old people sitting right now while we still in our pickle, before we return pickle, because once it happens, it's it. Patience leave is done. Y'all better get everything you need because we won't be the one forever.
Okay, we call ourselves the Golden Girls. Which one?
Ebony edition.
Which one?
Which one is Blanche? Which one is Blanche? What's the other one's name? Blanche and come on,
Dorothy.
Dorothy. And,
she tall.
Dorothy, Blanche, and what's the other one name?
Rose.
Okay, y'all. Get in the comments and give us tell us who is Sophia. Which one of us is which character?
We can't be Sophia.
I'm Rose.
You are so not Rose.
Wait a minute. Which is the one that
Amber,
just passed?
did you call me Rose? Did you just call me Betty White? Am I Rose, Amber? Please clarify.
I think she said it. Tanya. Yeah, you Rose.
I don't know. But I love Rose. Betty White was my girl. Me and her were kindred spirits.
Isn't she the last one?
Yeah, she was the last.
No,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's me then.
No, it ain't. You Dorothy all day.
You're
She Dorothy though.
Why I gotta be Dorothy?
Because you matter of fact.
Sneaky.
No, look, and she tall. She matter of fact. Everything cut dry.
Because she was bossy.
Oh,
I'm so bossy.
Of all three of us, look. If her mate ain't gonna say it, I say it. There it is.
I love you, Dorothy.
Oh wow.
I'm talking about Cynthia. Did you do this? Cynthia, did you say that? Cynthia. I'll be like, Judy, I already did. I don't see it. Where is that? Right there. Cynthia, if I got to come down there to the house and show you how to push them keys on that damn TV, I'm on my way.
The honest truth is that she's really bossy.
Wait,
that's the honest God.
I got one more. Don't even get your ass on the highway. You already know you can't see it now. Here I come.
That's true. That's true, baby. I am not trying to scrape you off the side rail. I'll just come and play driving.
J. Sophia, Tanya, Blanche, Rose is Nay. Ain't that some? She clarified it all.
I was Rose. I said it.
Wait a minute. Well, Blanche, because I'm blinging, girl. I'm some look, girl. I done Diana. Look, I done Diana.
My eyes is watering now, y'all.
Look,
I was damn
fur and stuff. Look at it for Christmas. She furry, baby. Yes, I'm real.
Tanya's going through a furry phase.
Okay, she gonna turn into a damn chicken.
Every show we have, it's gonna be four shows from now. She gonna still have on some fur.
I ain't lying. The whole house is almost covered with fur. I ain't lying.
Me and a whole lady in a grocery store. I mean, a shopping center. I forgot where I was at shopping, doing something. Me and her had a whole conversation at the cash register about fur. She agreed with me. Yeah,
about your fur,
about my fur and furry shoes. Oh, we were at the hospital.
At the hospital. We supposed to be checking on my cousin. She, just all caught up in this conversation about fur. Mm-hmm. What they have to order on Amazon. I'm like,
We're missing a person. Amber need to be somebody. We have to put her in there.
Amber is the mom. What's the mom?
No, she called her Sophia.
You're Sophia.
So Amber, you must be Dorothy, child.
Yeah,
Why
wait
it
a
got to be
minute.
Sophia?
Sophia was the mama, the short mama.
No,
She was mean too, though.
I'd rather be the tall one, Blanche. Is that her?
Now you
her
want to
name,
be Dorothy.
the tall one.
I'll be Dorothy. No fur. No.
Anyway.
Why? Tell her, Amber.
Yeah,
I'm telling y'all, that's why my eyes looking the way they look, because all this fur.
Whatever.
But anyway, Tanya, so what's on your mind?
You know what? Now you were talking about goodness, what was your last thing about always being the one?
Mm-hmm.
And something that I thought about was, is it a woman thing? Do men, if you're watching this at all, chime in? I need to know, why is it easier just for women to put on that mask? Or is it a cultural thing? I mean, hopefully y'all can respect what I'm saying. I'm asking, do you see this more, or Black women just required to do that? Is it a woman thing, period, that we're required to just endure more, put on that smiley face, keep pushing and just do? I'm asking these questions because I honestly want to hear some people's perspectives. Do you see it more in certain cultures? Do you see it more with certain genders? Is it men, women? But you mentioned that we have to persevere and just keep going, and we're required the one. It's not just the one, I don't think, but women tend to be the one all the time. Not shout out to the men that are taking on that role as well. But I'm just saying, when you're faced with that, we have to keep that face. And behind that face, there's all kind of types of shit going on. But I just want to know, do you think that it's only the women? Do you think it's cultural? I'm just asking,
Amber said we are made to do it.
Women.
And that's it. Women, when they get in relationships with men, they give up everything. I mean, their whole life. They give that man their life. They put anything that they want to do on the back burner. That's why I say these men, and they be wondering why, when the man does a woman wrong, why that woman want to kill his ass. Because
they done gave up.
She done gave you everything. She done gave you her drawers. She done gave up her life for you. She done gave up everything.
Family, everything, generally.
And put you first.
Well, a lot of times it's that way.
And a lot of men just don't have respect for that woman. They don't even understand what all she done gave. She done gave her soul, everything but the blood in her body.
And you still unhappy. You still only if you, but I want more. I want what, bitch, I ain't got nothing else to give you. I done gave you my soul. What else you want?
But the fact that we have to keep acting as if everything is okay, you would not ever know, because as my personal opinion. So I asked the question. I personally feel that it's just women in general. We tolerate and tough things out more than men do, period. Please don't be offended, but that's just my opinion. I feel like we're required. There's no other choice. You put that smile on your face because, one, you got to hide it from your kids.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's because y'all whole mentality is warped and messed up.
No, think about it. No,
you just said,
listen.
I'm talking about what you just said. You just stated, we have to.
We do.
We have no shit. Only time you have to is if you have kids. Other than that, I ain't got to do nothing.
And maybe that's the mentality that I'm in.
Maybe my mentality is wrong.
Rotation of the fact that I had kids, but now my kids is grown. So how do you cut it off?
You don't, because guess why? The family has to continue. You can't sit around. Tell me something, Jay. Let me tell you what she told me. She said no person in a relationship wants to see their mate, and she's the dominant. So no, she doesn't want to see the other or her counterpart sitting around crybabying over stuff all the time. It's like this. You're allowed a day or two to go through some shit. But if you're, I'm not saying this is how you feel. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is by the third or fourth day, pick yourself up. Let me see you starting to recover from the bullshit you just went through. And so when she said that, it's like, well, damn. Who's to dictate how long it's going to take me to go through my shit of whatever it was that I went through? Do y'all know that I know on one of our shows, I think our Thankful for Something or whatever, our Thanksgiving show, that I had just went through some stupid shit at my job, right? It affected me, and it affected me really bad. Do you know, just the other day when I was in the kitchen talking to her, it came out and I bawled like a baby and I couldn't hold it because it was heavy. It was heavy on my heart before she even came in there. I was washing dishes, I was talking to God, and it just came. And then when she sat down, I had to confess to her that this is something I've been harboring, ain't dealt with. It didn't go away. I had to put on that face. One, I'm going to tell y'all, because I felt like I had to put on the face. Two, I felt like she wouldn't understand it, and I don't want her to see me weak. Not that she doesn't want me, allow me to be. Nothing that she's doing makes me say I can't do it. So I want to get that straight. I'm saying she's supportive of me in that. You know what I'm saying? She cried with me or whatever. But I felt like I couldn't do it because I didn't want you to see me weak. You get what I'm saying? So I felt I have to act strong as if nothing bothered me. And then 2 or 3, I didn't want the situation to beat me. So if I cry or if I'm emotional about something, that means the situation beat me and they won. You get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think that needs to stop. That we as women should get to the point where feel allowed to go through whatever it is, be seen like that, be vulnerable like that. Because guess what? After I cried and I let it out and I confessed to the one that's supposed to be my support, baby, I let it go. It is not weighing on my spirit no more. I am fine. It's like it lifted me like, ooh, I feel good. I feel better. I'm now, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I was going through depression, basically what it was. I didn't even want to go look for another job, knowing damn well I needed another position. I needed something else. You get what I'm saying? And not because I had to. She had it. She was like, baby, don't worry about it. Take this break. No, I got to go back to work. Yeah. I was that one. Remember we talked about her?
Remember we talked about that on the show, about me going totally insane, being in the house,
but even though,
and not working. Now she had a taste
but
of it.
even though I was going,
she's been out about a month now.
Okay. Even though I was going through it in the beginning, like I gotta, secretly on the inside, I was like, I'm afraid. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go because I was still harboring that crap. But anyway, we got to get out of that.
But let me say this, since you said that, depression. When you hit on depression is real. Depression is real. It's a handicap. It's a cripple, and it will mess with you mentally, physically, and emotionally. And the way Black people, and I'm not going to say men, but the way Black people were brought up back in our day, you were not able to talk about it. You
couldn't cry. None of that.
You take the heat and you keep going.
That's what we've been taught. That's what's been beat into us. You know,
all our life.
Keep going. Keep going. You know, and we show that when we're faced with the environment the outside. You know what I mean? Whenever we're dealing with people on the outside, you know, because there's racism is still, you know,
it's still real.
Ooh. So you're taught, and you fix yourself to where you say, I don't have time to break down.
Yeah,
I got to keep going because I got to make it through this. It's gonna get better. Yeah. All of that.
But in reality, it doesn't get better. You're just sweeping dust on top of dust on top of dust until you break down. So speaking of depression, if you have to seek help, if you got to go out and get the help, if you got to talk to somebody, speaking from a panel of Black women, go seek the help because that's where suicide come in. That's where people end up hurting each other. I told my kids at a young age, and again, it didn't come out into their adulthood. But what happens in this house, it don't have to stay in this house. If it's affecting you, if it's hurting you, get it out. Don't hold it. Don't harbor it. Don't think about what the next person is going to say about you or what. Fuck them, because it's you. It's your inner person. Mm-hmm. You can't be healthy and grow if you're still harboring on something from your past. And I have to also say this, and this is for my daughters. This is for all Black women. Forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you, so you can move on and have a healthier and happier life.
And that's for everybody.
Holding on to it. It
don't do nothing but fester and make you bitter and have you going through extra, which you don't need. Miss Amber, what you talking about?
She said, okay, as a mother, you're always a mother that don't change. However, you have the right to feel how you want to feel. There's no time frame to heal. However, the longer you let something bother you, then it does win.
That's right. I had to learn that lesson at the ripe old age of 45. Yes, it is.
Yeah. And I hope somebody takes something from this message. Tanya just sparked a thought in my head about depression. Don't hold it in, baby.
She was in depression and didn't know it.
That's
you know
the
what I'm
thing.
saying?
I didn't
and was hiding it from me. But of course, I knew that she was affected by the situation. Yes. Mm-hmm. I knew she was affected. Mm-hmm. You know, me and her, we deal with things totally different. Right. You know, she's mushy, she's sappy, she likes to cry it out or whatever. But me, on the other hand, that negative energy, I turn it into positive, and I'm ready. I'm ready to box. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to shut it down. You hear me? Mm-hmm. I come hard as hell.
And she told me,
when somebody hurt me, I come hard as hell. I don't stop. I'm telling you.
I had to tell her not to deal with my issue for me because she was wanting to go deal with my issue. And I was like, no, I have to do this myself.
And that's a mate. That's a mate for you. That's a partner.
But I wasn't going to deal with it in a negative way.
No, she was just going to confront and talk and speak.
When I say that I deal with it, whatever, what I mean is that it gives me positive energy. It feeds me. It fuels me.
Definitely. It show somebody, so what you said I couldn't.
It makes me feel invincible.
That part. That's you, and you do.
It makes me feel
So
like
wait
there's
a minute.
nothing that I can't do.
Do you not?
I do
feel
my
the-
best work when I'm angry.
So do
I
you
really
ever
do.
come back to that and deal with it, or is it just the? I mean, because eventually anger is gonna poop out. You're gonna fizzle out, like just like the caffeine and coffee. It eventually goes away. Like I mean,
No.
and then when you're alone by yourself in your own little thoughts,
I'm past
you know what
it.
I'm
I'm past it.
Wow.
Then I get into that neutral mind frame to where I don't give a damn what nobody say. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So that brought me to my other thing, the holidays and dealing with loss and stuff like that. The reason I said that is because y'all, I don't know if you watched the Ellen show, but the guy, I forgot his real name, but
God.
Twitch is all I can remember.
Twitch.
And he was really young, I think in either his 30s or his 40s, but he committed suicide. All of a sudden, abrupt.
You
I think
never
he
know.
left 2 kids or 3 children with his
3
wife.
children.
She's bamboozled. Everybody that he worked with is bamboozled. Like what? And so it's like, and to me, this one, you know, you hear about stuff and stories. There was another lady that worked on what was it, Extra or something like that. She
She
killed
was an
herself.
anchor, right? You talking about the news
Yeah,
anchor? You talking about that one?
No, the
not
American,
that
not American Idol. What the heck am I trying to say? She was a beauty pageant lady.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I forgot her name,
Yeah.
but she jumped off a bridge, off the patio
yeah.
or something. You know, that we hear stories all the time. Is what I'm saying.
time.
This particular one, for some reason, was like something wasn't right. I felt it. Like what? And so basically, the face that you see us wear, there's something going on up underneath, and I think
all
people.
the time.
I go back to holidays and depression and dealing with losses and different things like that. Check in on your people.
Please do.
Check in on your people. The holidays
Kids, check
is
on
real.
your parents.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. I say all that because I don't know. I just wanted to bring that out, but that one goes along with what we were just talking about. But y'all, I'm ready to be happy. I don't know about y'all. I'm ready.
Okay, we done talked about the sad.
Oh, Lord.
We done talked about the sad. We done talked about the crazy. We done talked about pulling up on folks at gas stations and such like that. And I don't know about y'all. We done had our little sip. Hopefully everybody else.
Amber
is
showing
sipping,
out. Amber showing out.
Amber, what you going through, girl?
I may have a new friend with me when I come visit. Shut up. Amber
It's
tripping.
all right.
I just called mine today.
That's all right, baby. Get it in, best friend. Get it in.
All right, y'all.
Amber, girl, you got something to be telling us, honey.
Okay.
The tea, you need to spill that.
You need to be on Straight Talk talking about the new boo-boo.
When you coming back to we need to.
She said she's coming back in March.
I'm thinking that, like I said, it's holiday time, and I'm ready to put up a Christmas tree.
All
Grinch.
right. So
Grinch.
Let's go on.
They
and
gonna help me put this tree up
Nate's
for
tree
my
put up.
grandbabies.
Yeah, y'all was happy about my fur and my Rudolph, because it's Rudolph time.
She
Hey,
taking.
Rudolph.
Look at it, y'all.
Jingle
She's serious about this, y'all.
Come on, let's get this tree.
Y'all know
up.
Tanya,
y'all.
it was Tanya's idea for this damn tree. So let's get
Okay.
it started.
No, I'm tired.
I don't know what's
Time.
I don't know what's
All right, y'all. We about to get everything put together on Nate's tree so we can bring Scrooge some joy and happiness.
Please.
No, Tight-wad Scrooge. Tight-wad. Excuse me, Tight-wad. Scrooge.
My account says
Excuse me,
different.
Scrooge. Good. Excuse me. Nate?
Mm-hmm.
No, ain't nothing. Y'all grab these some.
Hey.
Y'all grab you some. Let's get this Christmas tree going. So, now let me ask you guys, what was your favorite? Okay, wait a minute. I put these bulbs on here. What was your favorite Christmas memory?
I don't know if they heard you. You might need to turn
What
it.
is your favorite Christmas memory?
Oh, well, damn.
Okay, dropping bulls.
Don't talk.
Yeah, y'all get in the comments and tell us, what is your favorite Christmas memory?
Oh, I gotta get the camera for this one. When my granddaddy would get drunk and get to talking about how he gonna blow up the goddamn house because we all running up his bills. That's my favorite Christmas memory.
Shut up, Nate. You said it was your granddaddy?
My granddaddy, girl.
Your grandpappy.
My grandpappy, baby.
Oh my God. Jay, what's your favorite Christmas memory?
Just sneaking and watch my mama wrap the gifts.
Judy, you baby.
Tell me what you do.
It was always just spending time with my mom.
I don't know if I got a favorite Christmas memory.
Girl,
Like I said, I'm a Hallmark and I Christmas. I love the lights, y'all. I kid you not. The other day I was driving around. You know how you go around the neighborhoods and you see the lights and stuff. Just for some reason, this particular year, when I was looking at the lights, it was like you seen the different varieties. It was like this year I truly saw the difference in the varieties of lights. You know how you got your Charlie Brown Christmas homes? You know what I'm saying? Where you see that one little mismatched string of lights in the bush, and it's just that's it. Then you go and you see the most extravagant homes built are lit from the rooftop all the way down with the big old expensive, unicorns, reindeer and all that. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? And I've seen all of those lights, and for some reason this year it's like I seen them and it touched me like, man, I was humbled. Because it took me back to us. We had one string of little lights, and my mama was able, she told me that I could go outside and go string around a little pole that was outside of our apartment complex. And I was just the happiest. That brought me some joy. Y'all, I love Christmas. I love Christmas. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm very bad at prepping for Christmas, but I absolutely love Christmas.
One of my favorite things that I did with my kids, I would get in the car and take them around town to look at all the different Christmas lights. Because, of course, where we were in the hood, we didn't have too many. So I had to go find them some. We had to go seek and find.
Shut up, man. That's all right, seek and find. Bring them Christmas lights. That's all right, because babies still appreciate it. I know they did. I know y'all in the comments. I know y'all need to tell me something. Amber, what's your favorite? Giving their true for babies. Need her butt whoop because she ain't got her tree up, Amber. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Need her butt whoop.
Wait this late date to put a tree up.
I'm telling you, that's how folks do. I ain't gonna put no color on what folks do, but that's what folks do.
I just was not in the Christmas spirit. Like I said, I was doing it for the grandbabies because I love my babies. But, baby, we doing Christmas Eve dinner. So on Christmas Day, they can be at home and Granny can be at home looking at Lifetime on Christmas Day.
So you're doing it early.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it early.
Now, I will say that this is something we're trying different this year, and I agree with you on that. We're celebrating earlier than the actual day. Mm-hmm. And I do think that does open up and free up, because I think Christmas tends to get a little bit congested, especially when you're divided and you have so many different family members to please. That's the part that's irritating, because you got like the other grandparents and uncles and family, and everybody wants to spend the actual day together. So dividing it up this year is new for us, but I'm actually liking it. Celebrating early. You guys, Amber, when did you put your Christmas tree up? Did you put it up early?
She put her shit up in September.
That's what I'm talking about.
She put her shit up in September.
That's all I'm
you heard
saying.
me. Was it September or October?
That's all I'm saying to you. You showing out now.
I believe in that though.
What do y'all think about
we put up decorations before Thanksgiving.
We did this year, girl.
No,
and that's new for us.
It's absolutely gonna snow. It's gonna snow. Honest to God, it's just gonna freaking fucking snow. I was hoping for some snow, to be honest with y'all. I ain't even gonna lie.
Look, and then let me say this too. I gotta say this too. I used to be the Gigi. I wanted my kids and my grandkids around me Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. And I had to realize I got to share them little critters. So having them on Christmas Eve, I'm okay. Because I ain't the only Gigi, even though I'm the best in town, though.
Tell me though, do y'all act the fool when you have to share and you want the day?
Yeah. I act like the whole daddy. Ain't that something? Man. You crazy?
Yeah, I guess.
Listen,
I be mad. You tell me I can't have my grandkids, I'm acting a fool.
Wait a minute, let me get in the camera.
Ain't nobody finna have no Christmas.
Baby, if one of my kids tell me I can't have one of my grandkids, I'm coming to their house. Okay, I'm gonna pull up. Okay, and be like, look, either send them out or I'm coming in. Your choice.
Why you got to be violent, reindeer? That's all I don't know. How you wearing reindeer ears and acting violent?
I feel like them children is my children.
Well, they is your children, because baby, I'll provide for them. Me and you will give them the whole house.
Yeah, they was over here today, and the more I sat there, I said, God damn it, I must be getting old like my pawpaw cup. They making too much goddamn noise. But I hush and let them
run
ramble.
the whole house.
And they ran this whole house, y'all. And I kept looking at my hand like, goddamn, where they mom at? But she was out buying groceries for me.
Ain't that something looking at the clock telling me, damn it, I know I said I was finna have y'all overnight. We lied to our kids.
Okay.
We told them, we said, baby, we're gonna come after the show, we're gonna come get the grandbabies and we're gonna keep them overnight and bring them back early in the morning. I wish I would.
Does that make us Scrooges though? Does that make us grandparents?
Drop them off. They're gonna stay about 4 or 5 hours.
But honestly, I would have really done it if we didn't run into last minute. We are so last minute. I procrastinated like a mother this year. Y'all, can I ask
how we looking?
We looking pretty good. I mean, we good in red and everything. We really good in red. Y'all, how's the tree looking?
How's the tree looking?
I got some dropping damn ornaments.
I think it looked pretty good, ladies.
Let's light her up.
Wait a minute, she ain't ready. How y'all feeling, Scrooge and
we feel great.
You got to light her up to see where she is.
Okay, come on. You drop one more. It's just this one.
Wait a minute. Mr. Scrooge say he finna go step in.
No. Come on, Scrooge. You the Scrooge's husband. No, you the Grinch's husband.
I'm the Grinch.
Illuminator. Oh, look at it.
Step back. Let's see. Let me carry this one out.
Look at it. She pretty or whatever. I love her. She is pretty.
For my grandbabies.
Oh, finally the grandbabies gonna see.
All right,
For
y'all.
my grandbabies.
Y'all look at our tree. Tell us, how do you like our tree?
I love her. She is pretty.
Did we do a good job? Let me turn this off.
I love her. She cute, y'all. What y'all think? She pretty. I love her.
Look great.
Look at Scrooge.
All right, y'all.
Husband.
We got the Scrooge's tree lit up. Hopefully that brings they some joy.
That's right. For my babies tomorrow, I'm ready.
All right, grandbabies.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
We love y'all.
Yes, we do.
I love y'all. Merry Christmas.
Y'all see
everybody.
Mr. Scrooge in the back? Can y'all
Let's
see
Mr. Scrooge, come on the corner, Mr. Scrooge.
If I
There you
drop one
still
more- if I drop
He's
one more-
up here frowning up at the tree right now.
That's what he get.
Look
All
at
I need
Scrooge.
you to do, Mr. Scrooge, is to go ahead and Mr. Grinch.
You spend too much money on them kids
See, that's-
all year long. Then at this 25th day, you want to go out there and go in the hole.
I just
Deep in debt.
I love it. And Scrooge has spoken. Scrooge has spoken, y'all. He said you done spent all that money on them kids, and then on the 25th, you're in the hole. All right, Scrooge.
we need some prayer. We need some prayer.
All right, y'all. Happy holidays to everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in to Straight Talk.
Merry
Yes.
Christmas.
We enjoy all of y'all. We
They can't
always
see the tree.
Oh, I'm in the way of the tree. My bad.
Come
My
on.
bad. She always interrupted me, y'all. I'm trying to close the show.
I love her.
You know what I'm saying? No, you don't.
I love
So
her.
anyway, y'all, make sure that you come back next week.
Yes.
Friday. I think we're gonna do it next week, Friday. We're gonna have to end up switching our days again, y'all, due to our work schedule.
But that's all
but
right.
Anyway, we'll post it on our Straight Talk page and let y'all know what day we'll be coming in back to see y'all and have y'all come in and sit on the couch and talk to us. All right. But anyway, happy holidays to everybody.
We love y'all. Merry Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas.